Hello, everybody. Welcome back to AirportSim. Once again, we have a new press build here to check out, and a lot has changed since the last time we played the game. So let's go to new game here, and as you can see, look at that, in gray is multiplayer. So yes, that will be coming down the line eventually. There's a lot more settings now for video, audio, gameplay, and controls. Let's go to new game, and we will go to scenario here. Eventually, we'll have free play and challenge modes, which is really cool, and I love that we're going to have free play. That's going to be such a fantastic thing to just sit there, play multiplayer with your friends, and turn airplanes. Let's go to scenario here, and we now have Keflavik we can check out today instead of last time we were at Vagar. And then we'll have Warsaw, and it looks like Key West eventually as well, from what I can see over there on the right. So let's go ahead and start. And good morning. It is currently, if we look at the clock, 7:30 a.m., and we're in Keflavik here. And we can see arrivals at 7:45 a.m. We have an airplane landing at stand 8 we're going to have to take care of. But our departure here is what we need to do right now at stand 46. And we know we're at stand 46 because guess what? Boom, right there. Even got the coordinates to stand 46. So first things first, we need to get the GPU hooked up to this thing. That's what they want. And then wait for service to start at 7:20 a.m. It's already 7:30, so we're past that. And then we can start connecting the stairs to an airplane. Now, we've done this stuff before in previous videos, so I'm not going to show a lot of that stuff. There's a lot here to do today, and we got to stage all of our equipment for stand 8. So let's go ahead and get started. We can actually just jump into the map here and have a look at how massive this airport is. Eventually, we'll have to go here to stand 8 right over here. But you see all the vehicles on the ground. Those are things we can actually warp to, which is really nice. So like here at the tug, hit apply. Boom, we're there. Get in here, start the engine up. And we need to go hook up to that GPU right up there. Hook it up. There we go. And we can start it up here by pressing that and then holding the button down. We should fire up. And then you start getting a countdown there before you can actually turn on the power, which is really cool. So you have to wait for that to go down. So it's good to multitask here, you know, just like you would in the real world with ground handling. If you didn't know, I used to do this. So that's the reason why it's kind of my wheelhouse. I did it for many, many, many years of my life. I'm going to come back around here, and we're going to hook this thing up. As simple as that. I love the new sounds they have added. Now, one thing, you know, this being a press build before release of the game, is that there's a lot of tweaks happening. I had some bugs, and I reported them before this build actually got updated. And now we're good. So we'll do another brake test. That's good to go. Sweet. Pull forward here, and we'll line up next to the nose of the airplane, which is about right there is perfect. Make sure we aren't going to hit the engine or anything stupid. That's good right there. Sweet. Parking brake set. Get out. Open up the panel here. And now, since we already had that ready to go, we don't have to do it, you know? You already have that running. So we come over here, grab this, and plug it in right there. And all we have to do now is just give them power. So boom, just like that. We got the light on in there that tells them that they have power. So we would come over here and let them know, hey, the GPU is powered up. And if we look at our operations, we need to now connect the stairs. Now, the stairs used to be a pain in the butt. They did fix a lot of it. And one thing I did notice, if you're new to the game, is that whenever this does come out, is that you got to have the stairs up. Now, before they were just kind of already there, but you do have to change that, and you can change your camera view with V and bring it up like this. So I just go up until it just stops. Basically, right there is perfect. And you can line up from the outside view or the inside view, kind of up to you, whatever you want to do. That's not bad at all. Inside view. And we're looking at the light there. We don't want to hit the airplane here, so we're looking for that light to start flashing at us, the green one. And it will any sec right there. Cool. Hit Y to put our little things down and hit enter. When that goes solid like that, now you know it's connected. And when I hit Y, I meant those little hydraulic legs that come down. So we'll come up here and we'll open up the airplane's door, and we'll get these pulled out as well. And then we have to go pick up the passengers with a bus. There we go. That's good to go. Sweet. Now we're starting to get there. So now if we look on our operations, we see we have to do the bus now. So let's go ahead and go to the map. The bus is over this direction. These two buses over here. There we go. Apply that and check them out. Here they are. You can take your pick of which one you want. We're going to take this one here. Start the engine up. And turn our beacon light on. Lights are on for safety, and let's get going. And we're gonna go around this way to the airport. We're gonna take these little side roads. You know, you're supposed to stay on these roads they're there, you know, for a reason. You wouldn't want to go flying across the ramp. I mean, you can, of course, but it's not the proper way to do it. So we're gonna head over here and I'll show you the terminal where we pick them up. Got a 7-3 right there next to the baggage area. That's where we're gonna take the baggage later on, is right there. So we'll make a left turn here. And you can see the green arrow showing us where we need to pick the passengers up. So that's what we will do. We're on the other side. There's our other stand over there where we just hooked up all that stuff to the airplane. And now we just come down here and we'll pull in and pick up the passengers. All right, let's swing this baby around this way. There we go, nice and straight here. A little bit more to the left there. I like to have some room for the passengers. And we can open up the doors. Hit J or K, whatever side you want them to actually come out and get on the bus with. But here they come. You can see them in the terminal, actually, starting to populate. They'll come out the door and they'll actually get on board the bus. So this is going to take a little bit of time, but we'll be right back. All right, y'all are going to stand 46, right? Okay, cool. Awesome. That's what we wanted to know. Let's get in here. You'll hear them talking and stuff, which is really cool. We can go ahead and close those doors, and we're going to back on out of here and take these people to stand 46. Right over where we just hooked everything up to that airplane. So it's not just 737s today. You're going to see some Airbus action, believe it or not. That is something new. We saw it, you know, in the demo originally, but we couldn't really work on the Airbus. It wasn't finished yet. And now it is. And that is the airplane that's going to be showing up. So that'll be really cool. Let's do a brake test to make sure the brakes are working. There we go. You never want to fly into one of these spots here and not have that going on. So pull up here till it stops right there. Doors must be open. We're going to open up the doors here on the right, and we'll let the people get off the bus, and they will actually start to get on the airplane now. How cool is that? Anytime you want to get rid of this little dot in the middle or the numbers at the top for screenshots and whatnot, you can always hit U to hide the UI, which is really cool. So they're going to be loading up there, and we can look at our ops, what we got going on at 7:39. We don't have that arrival till 7:45. So load the passengers, then we have to close the aircraft doors and get them on out of here. So that's all we have left to do here. Some other housekeeping stuff we can do while they're loading on the airplane is we could head over to the baggage area and start getting tarps on the dollies we need, because those are they have a lot of luggage compared to what we saw last time, and you're going to need those big time. So they're going to load up into this. Actually, this shouldn't take very long, actually. Yeah, there's still a lot of people left, so let's go ahead and start doing that. Here we are over at Stand 8. I just warped over here. We're just going to get the tug all set up here. We need 2 tugs, actually. One for that guy and one for the dollies. And we actually have to pick up the dollies and put them together. Although those look like they're actually together there. Okay, cool. Connect it and then connect it. Yep, you have to make sure those are both connected there. And then we're going to head over to the luggage area, and I'll show you where that's located. Now that's the pushback truck over there. It is not fully finished yet, but we will be able to push airplanes out eventually with that pushback over there, which is really, really cool. So we go around this way, and then we need to swing out and turn here and head into this baggage little area here. It's a little tight, so we're not going to go where we actually would drop the bags off. But instead, we're just going to pull in here and grab some tarps. Let's go ahead and just use the map to warp back over there. That's what I love about this, you know. It's a good way to multitask and keep everything going. So we can just warp over here. That's good. And we can see we need to close up everything. So close the aircraft doors and disconnect. All right, cool. Safety barriers go to back position, both sides. Close the door itself. And they're going to be ready to go. So once they do that, doors closed. Awesome. We come in here and we're going to hit enter to undo that, and then hit Y to bring up those little guys for the side there. We do have a horn. You might not be able to hear it from there, but when you hit B, it does it. So we back up away from here, and we need to clear from the area here. So back here, I'm going to go ahead and grab these guys, these tarps that we're going to need here, and we're going to put these on the actual guy. There we go. There we go. Sweet. All right, back over here at the airplane. We're going to go ahead and undo the GPU. So opposite of everything we just did. So turn that off. And then we can stop the engine. And we're going to pull that guy out and put it back where we got it. Close up the door. There we go. And we need to just remove this area. Oh, yeah, we have to remove the cones and chocks. There's only one cone and some chocks we have to get out of here. So no big deal. Pick that up. Actually, just going to chuck that sucker way over there. And then pick these up. And you can now hold on to the chocks, which is kind of cool. All right, all the cones and chocks have been removed, and they're pretty much done. So I have to remove the bypass pin. That's the other thing right there. Now they're just going to fire up the engines, and then they'll be getting out of here. So all we have to do now is wait for that. I have to get the bus out of the way. That's the number one thing before they start the engines. So let's do that. You hear them already firing the engines up there. How cool is that? So there it is, firing up the engines. I love the sounds of the engines. They're really well done. And you always hit H to turn your headphones on if you don't want to hear all the noise. I like the noise, so. They're going to fire up both engines, and they're going to taxi out of here and get out of here. So we just need to go over to stand 8 and get ready for all of that. So back over here to our little luggage carts. There we go. Bring this guy back over to stand 8. So we'll be in position for that. So now we're just going to do what is called staging. So we have an airplane coming in here as well. That's not the one that we're going to be working with. That's the one going to another stand. But you can hear the engines firing up on that 7.3 over there from what we just let go. So we're going to stage all of our equipment where we need to. I think he's coming into this stand here, it looks like. So we're just going to wait for him to do his thing. That's not our arrival. It's not time for that yet. All right, they're pretty much at their stand there. And we're going to get this ready to go. So I'm going to park it right over about here. We're going to unload the rear baggage first. So this is actually fine right here for now. Hop on out of there. We need another tug so we can hook up to that. And there's one over there. All right, belt loaders are staged. And they just pulled in there. We can hear the other airplane still doing its thing. And here is our plane. It's an Atlantic Airways Faroe Islands A320 coming in. So we'll be lined up here on the line. And we would have our wands out up above us, showing them where the gate is. And he would see us there. Probably flash a light or something to let us know he saw us. And then we would start bringing them forward. But as you can see, that actual nose gear is modeled and turns, which is really neat. The sounds need to be adjusted on the A320. The 7.3s sound great, but the A320, it's just very quiet. And we don't have our headphones on either, because if I turn my headphones on, it's dead quiet, you know? So that's something that needs to be worked on. But man, the game looks absolutely beautiful, I gotta say. Not bad at all. Even got the taxi light modeled correctly there. It's going to go to about the first line, I think. And then they're going to want the GPU immediately, pretty much. So keep on coming. And stop. There we go, just like that. So looking at our ops, you can see what we have to do for our arrival. Place cones and chocks, we can do that. We already have the chocks in our hands, so let's go ahead and put those in now. And under here as well. That's the chocks there, and then we can stack cones up, which is really helpful now. Just boom, 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 boom. There we go. Move these around. You can right-click and rotate things around wherever you want it. Really helpful when you're dealing with the baggage, too, later on, you'll see. So, come over here, put one in the front on this guy. Nope, not one in the front. I thought there was supposed to be one in the front. It's different this time around. All right, drop you down. Drop you down. And we're going to put cones all the way around the plane. And we'll put one back here at the tail. There we go, just like that. Beautiful. Next up, we'll just put the bypass pin in here. Right there. There we go. Sweet. This is different than the 7.3. So there we go. Right there is actually fine. All right, it's already running. Sweet. We come over here, open up the front panel on this guy. Grab that once again. And we're going to plug it in right there. There we go. And then we can send power to the airplane. There we go. Should have a little light on and they're indicating so. Yes, it is. They need to shut their APU down. we have the GPU connected just like that. So now we get to use the jetway for the first time. This jetway right here. I've used the tutorial to get used to it. And I found that going forward first helps out a lot. So you see the little blue bar there in the middle of the panel with the orange arrow facing up. If I go left and right, that is the direction the wheels underneath me are facing. So I'll go forward just like this, and then turn these guys this way, and then hit Q and E to rotate it. Rotate it where you need it to go, up and down on the arrows to raise and lower it, and bring it forward. There we go, and kind of just bring it towards the door here the best you possibly can without it being too crazy. But that way, there we go. Probably won't get it on the first try. It's pretty difficult, honestly, but we'll see. We'll try. There we go. I like that right there. So forward, to the right. We want the same thing as the stair truck. We want it to be flashing green at us here as we get close to it. Yeah, just like that. There we go. So hit enter, and they open the door up, and the passengers will get off the airplane, and the canopy comes down too. How cool is that? Let's go ahead and get out here and head downstairs, and you'll actually see the people will be walking through the jetway as they deboard the plane. Pretty darn cool. Okay, so next up, load out passengers and unload the luggage. So all we have to do is get the luggage. Let's crack these doors open here. So one here, all the way back here, we got another one. And then each one of these have their own little hydraulic panel. You got to find the right spot. There we go. Look at just like that. You got this one here. Open that up, and then you can just hit E on that to open it up. You kind of just look at it all you want. Once you're just holding E, it treats it as that. Wait for the green light. There it is right there. Sweet. It's open. Same thing for the front. Where's the panel right there? And then open it up. And we wait for it to turn green as well. And then we can get the belt loaders in place and then start unloading the luggage. Now, this is where multiplayer would come in really handy because you want to have somebody up there chucking luggage. But look at that. You can see the passengers walking up the jetway. How cool is that? They're on the jet bridge. All right, cool. So let's get these guys in position. Got one for the back belly, and we want to unload from the rear first for CG purposes. So brake tests, of course, got to do those. There we go. Bring up this guy. About right there's not too bad. A little bit further forward. A little bit further forward here. There we go. Have a look. Oh, that'll be just fine right there. Sweet. And I'll do the same thing for the front. I've had it to where I've opened the bellies up and there was like full luggage in there. So this isn't too bad actually today. Let's turn left this way. And we need to go out and around the back of the airplane here like this. And we will do our brake test. There we go. Another brake test. And we want to get close to the belt loader, but not too close. And then once we're parallel with that guy, we're going to start the turn here towards this cone. Actually, back up a little bit there. Well, yeah, that'll work. Good enough. I mean, either way, we're going to be under the wing, so that's okay. Open that up, and we can start doing the whole thing. So get on here, press Y to start that belt. Climb up on here and get in the actual belly of the airplane. And yeah, they're very lightly loaded on bags here, so that's not bad at all. Grab that, pick you up, throw you down, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start this whole process. So you do that, and this is where multiplayer will be really nice because then you can have that, you know, a lot more room to deal with here. Make sure we do all this right. There we go. Yeah, not very many bags today, so that's actually really cool. So I'm going to continue to unload these bags, and we'll head towards the front. If you throw them too hard, they bust open, and you have to pick up all the belongings. But we're trying not to do that today, so I'm just doing it the right way here so we can actually finish this up, because I've had it to where it's glitched out before, and you can't close the bag back up, and you're stuck not being able to finish the mission. All right, last bag. There we go. Sweet. That 7-3 just pushed out. Yeah, they're getting ready to get going here. So all we have is just these few more bags left to go. And then we take them over and take them to the terminal, so it'll be finished. Let's throw that one right there. Sweet. Close it up. Put that guy down. And we'll turn the belt off here as well. There we go. And now we can take these bags over to the terminal. Yeah, he's already taxiing out. Nice. All right, cool. I'll take this opportunity to let you guys know that if you fly on VATSIM, I am now a VATSIM controller at St. Louis ground control. So if you ever see me online, VATSIM, be sure to come through St. Louis and say hello. Now, tomorrow is a event in Tulsa, Oklahoma that we're having starting around, I think, 6 p.m.-ish time. So it's going to be a huge event. Lots of airplanes. I'll be on clearance delivery for that one. But you have nothing going on, be sure to check it out. I'll be streaming it on twitch.tv/jfaviano. All right, cool. Back into this room again. We've been here before, so all right, we should be able to clear that no problem without hitting it. Yep, just barely. Sweet. All right, cool. So we're using both of these belts right here, so I'm gonna go a bit more to the left and line it up. That's good right there. Sweet. Let's get out. And we have room to move over here. Uncover this guy. Bring that down. And we'll get the conveyor belt going here. There we go. And now we just unload the luggage just like that. So I'm going to do that real quick. And we'll be back at it. And that's the last bag right there. So that should be done. And it is. Finish unloading the luggage without opening a single bag. Look at that. First time I've ever done it. That's a miracle in the making. So there you go. That one's completely finished. And then they have a departure next. So all we have to do now is refuel the airplane. All right, back outside we go. Let's go ahead and open the door. Thank you. It'll automatically open up for you, which is really nice. And we have 700 feet back to where we were, and we'll go grab a fueling truck. All right, lights off, engine off. Get on out here. And now you can see where we need to park the fuel trucks. So we'll go ahead and open up our map here and go to the fuel trucks, which are over here. All right, apply that. There it is right there. Get in it. Check this thing out. Big truck. Open the light, or turn the lights on. There we go. Have to open anything else up. And now we just bring this thing over to that stand, and we'll be able to refuel the A320, which is pretty darn cool. Here's the interior view of this thing. Got 3 seats in here. The interiors are done really well, actually. I'm pretty impressed by it. So turn to the right here, and we'll line up to go exactly where they want us to go here. So remember, towards the airplane, we want to do a couple brake tests to make sure we have no failing brakes by the time we get to it. And we can line this thing up just like this. All that Euro Truck Sim and America Truck Sim coming in handy. All right, perfect. There they go. Sweet. Parking brakes on. We're gonna hop out here. Go open this bad boy up. Check that. Look at all this here. Pretty cool. All right, so we need to ground ourselves first to the airplane. So pick this thing up, and we'll connect it to the wheels. So let's do that right back here. There we go. It's connected. And then we can, hook this thing up. So grab the hose itself, and you'll have a little panel under here. We'll go ahead and open that up, wait for the animation to finish, and then it gives us an option to actually connect it. There we go. It's connected. And then to pump the fuel, we'll turn that on, but we aren't going to do that just yet. We need to come over here to the fuel panel and look at how much they actually want us to put into the plane. Here's the fuel panel here. All right, so they want 33,000 pounds of fuel here. So what I'm going to do is, we're in kilograms. We're just going to put 15 in there, and then that should be exactly what they want. You can go into the settings and change it to metrics, which I'll probably end up doing for the game, honestly, depending on what airport you're at, you know. So 15 is what we're looking for, the pre-selected down here at the bottom left, and it'll be there before you know it. So 14 and one more. There we go. 15 right there is what they want. And then we can simply come over here, and we will turn this lever here all the way to the left. So that'll be pumping the fuel. And then when we come over here, we can simply go to mode select and turn it on, and it is now taking fuel on. All right, folks, well, that's going to do it for this episode of Airport Sim. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. A lot has changed, I know, compared to the last time we did it. I could put all this stuff away whenever I'm ready to do it, but I'm not worried about it right now. But anywho, I'll see you guys next time Take care.